Hogan keeping it himself across the line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. That's a tight end wide open up the middle. There's the catch and the touchdown. The following presentation of Pittsburgh Sports Live is presented by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas, with Crawcan. To learn more about Crawcan's no-nonsense pricing and multi-gig internet, check out ckt.net. Good evening, sports fans. Welcome out to Smithville, Missouri for tonight's matchup between the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons and the Smithville Warriors. I'm Josh Leder, alongside me, JJ Carlinger. And JJ, we're not in Iowa, but we are on the top of the press box, and I think you can see it from here.
Yeah, maybe go grab a pork tenderloin or something.
Yeah.
After this. They're famous for that, I think.
Yeah. I had one of those in Des Moines one time that probably would have put me in the hospital if I'd eaten the whole thing. But we are not in Iowa tonight, but we're close. Up here on the north side of Kansas City as the Dragons getting set to take on the Warriors tonight. Pittsburgh coming off a tough loss to Paola last week at home, trying to bounce back this week, but man, they got their work cut out for them tonight here in Smithville. And once again, the Dragons on a long road trip up here to the north. Now we're in the northwest corner of Missouri, playing a much larger school, a bigger opponent, and kind of punching above their weight this week.
Yeah, certainly so. If you get a chance here, I'm sure we'll kind of zoom in and out on the what the facilities they have here. Beautiful. I mean, honestly, beautiful field, beautiful facilities.
Pretty campus.
Yeah, it is. Everything about it is definitely top-notch, and a gigantic band as they're still winding around, I see.
Yeah, and I did notice a few xylophones.
Yeah,
so they're a multi-xylophone unit here at Smithville. And it looks like it might be homecoming or something tonight. I think there's some festivities afoot.
I think it's senior night for them. I did hear them announcing all the seniors and their favorite memories. Definitely some fun memories that were talked about.
Some strange ones. One about crackers under a tent and a gang of raccoons or something.
Yeah,
I was writing stuff down. I was only half paying attention.
That was exactly right.
That one caught me. Strange favorite memory, you know? Like, not prom, no, a bunch of raccoons under your tent. But nonetheless, getting set for some high school football here tonight. From Smithville, Missouri, we got an abbreviated pregame show for you, brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, your neighbors, your partners, and your biggest supporters. From personal and business banking to mortgages, credit cards, and investments, CNB has the tools you need with the services you deserve. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, where community comes first. We'll step away for a quick break. We come back, we'll get you your keys to the game. Starting lineups is kickoffs getting closer and closer here in Smithville. The Dragons and the Warriors coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Today we're going to do an experiment to see just how fast Crawcan's multi-gig internet is. In your email, you'll find two links. When I say go, click on the first link to download the 500 gigabyte test file. Go! Okay, now when I say go, click on the second link in your email to upload the file. Go! I guess it really does eclipse all other internet.
Release the Crawcan. Monstrous multi-gig speeds for a low, no-nonsense price.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Smithville High School, Smithville, Missouri, getting set for tonight's matchup between the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons and the Smithville Smithville Warriors. It's just one of many games going on around the area tonight. We've picked out a few that you may have some abstract interest in. Our look around the area brought to you by Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, the official tire and car care provider of Pittsburgh Sports Live. And me and Matthew cruised up here to Smithville tonight on a new set of BF Goodrich touring tires, and man, she rode like a dream. So we thank the folks at Vietti Auto Body and Alignment for being the official tire and car care provider of Pittsburgh Sports Live. All right, going on tonight, Labette County on the road at Coffeyville, and Labette County coming off a big win over Fort Scott last week. We'll talk about that one here in just a second. Spring Hill at 4-1 is on the road at 3-2. Paola, Pittsburgh saw them last week. It didn't go well. Axtell at 5-0 travels into St. Paul to take on the 2-3 Indians. Neodesha at 4-1 takes on 2-3 Parsons. Chanute at 3-2 is on the road tonight at 1-4 Fort Scott, an old rivalry game there out of the old SEK. Burlington at 3-2, Girard at 3-2 is on the road at 1-4 Burlington. BJ's at that game, and I told him that I would hope there was no meltdown tonight up there in Burlington. Independence at 2-3 on the road at 4-1 Eudora. Southeast at 3-2 on the road at 1-4 Pleasanton. Osawatomie winless on the year is at 1-4 Iola, and if you're Iola, you hope that's the homecoming game right there. Oswego 4-1 is at 2-2 Northeast tonight, and those are the games going on around the area. Last week, some games, some interesting scores. Frontenac beat Parsons 28-14. Sedan beat Northeast 36-28. Chanute barely topped Independence 27-20. Labette County defeated Fort Scott 28-7, and they just keep right on winning out there in Labette County.
Yeah, they do.
Prairie View out of Lacine beat Humboldt 56-14. Southeast over Erie 43-26. Paola topped Pittsburgh. We know that. Don't talk about that too much. And the Dragons are hoping to turn it around here tonight. We'll step away for a break. We'll be back with more of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff. The Dragons and the Warriors coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Smithville High School, Smithville, Missouri. Beautiful night for high school football here in northwest Missouri, and we're not too far. We're north of the airport, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, you can tell by some of the flyovers we're getting.
Yeah, we got a FedEx flyover earlier, and I wasn't sure if it was part of the pregame festivities but it is time for the national anthem, so we'll pause for that. All right, Smithville High School with our national anthem honoring America. All right, JJ, Dragons on the road. They've gotten off to slow starts.
Yeah.
Pretty much every week this year so far. You got to think that a quick start is one of your keys to the game, but go ahead and give it to us.
Certainly a quick start isn't going to hurt them any. Like you said, all year long we've had that slow start. I think tonight it's going to come down to the trenches. Paola last week did a really good job of stopping us really quick off the ball like we haven't seen before. And unfortunately our defense, really the trenches up front on the defensive side of the ball, allowed them to bust through a lot and get some big gains. I think that's going to be part of it. Another key, I think, adjusting to the multiple look offense that we're going to see tonight. See how we can do that.
We're going to do our best job keeping up with that multiple look offense as well. I'm going to prepare for me to miss something tonight at some point. Right? Our keys to the game brought to you by Vietti Auto Body and Alignment in Pittsburgh on the corner of 4th and Joplin since 1948, the last time the Boston Braves were in the World Series. With John Holland and Bill Hunt now in the Vietti Alignment shop. If it can be aligned, those guys will align it from golf carts and side-by-sides all the way up to F550s and small buses. They'll get it done. Schedule your appointment by calling Vietti Auto Body and Alignment 620-231-6230. We'll step away for another break. We'll come back with more of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show as we're about 9 minutes away from kickoff between the Dragons and the Warriors. You're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan. A plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Welcome back to Smithville, Missouri, home of the Warriors.
Is that Missouri or Missouri?
Well, the governor of Missouri says Missouri.
Oh, well.
So I says Missouri.
That's official then.
I mean, we're in Missouri, win in Rome.
Act like you're in Missouri.
That's right. Act like the Missourians. Yeah. Don't know a lot about Smithville. I know it's fun getting here.
Yeah, nice little town.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really, really nice. And the school's, I don't know if you could tell from the broadcast or not, but the school's on top of a hill, and it kind of overlooks everywhere. Let's see. Let's just pan back here a little bit. Ooh, look at
that camera work.
Yeah. Award-winning. But a beautiful view from here, and I believe that's north. Is that north? That's north, right? East.
Let me get my
It's either
compass
north
out.
or east. Hell, who knows? But they just built. I'm going to zoom in on it here. They just built a brand new $10 million workout and training facility for their athletic teams.
Yeah, incredibly nice.
And those are garage doors, and behind there is their weight room. And I'm going to tell you right now, Missouri Southern has something similar at the end zone of their football stadium.
That's right.
I think this might be nicer. I don't know.
Then Southern?
I know. I mean, believe it if you can.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think it's pretty darn nice, dude.
Yeah, no, it is very nice. you can just, like, from the perch that we're on tonight, you can just make out how nice it is inside. I mean, it looks like all brand new equipment. Yeah.
From the perch we're on, you could just make out the Sears Tower. Jeez. Yeah.
We're fortunate, though, weather-wise.
Yeah,
it's clear. It's not windy. We have no rain. I came way too prepared, probably, for what may happen. But
all kinds of gear for inclement weather, but we're not getting it. It's absolutely beautiful tonight. And the Dragons hoping to turn it around after a loss last week at home to Paola, but, man, they're going to have their work cut out for them tonight against this Smithville team. We'll talk more about it when we come back. We're going to step away for our final break of the pregame show. We come back. Kickoff from here in Smithville. Dragons and the Warriors coming up.
Today we're going to do an experiment to see just how fast CrawlCan's multi-gig internet is. In your email, you'll find 2 links. When I say go, click on the first link to download the 500 gigabyte test file. Go! Okay, now when I say go, click on the second link in your email to upload the file. Go! I guess it really does eclipse all other internet.
Release the CrawlCan. Monstrous multi-gig speeds for a low, no-nonsense.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan. A plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Welcome back to the Ville, Smithville, Missouri, for tonight's matchup between the Smithville Warriors and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Smithville coming into the game tonight at 4-2 overall. Dragons at 2-3. And headed out, captains are to the middle of the field right now. You can see for the coin flip. Smithville started their season off back on August 29th, so they got an extra week in there on the Dragons, and we'll talk about Missouri versus Kansas high school sports, I'm sure, at some point in time in this broadcast. They won that one 38-7 over Raytown South. Back on the 5th, they hosted Truman High School, won that one 49-14, and then went on the road to Kearney, lost that one 34-14. Then on the road at Oak Park, they won that one 38-21. And then their last matchup, number 62, JC Patterson, and number 77, Excelsior Springs, and they something just glitched on me. They played Excelsior Springs in their last game, and they won that one 56-6. Actually, their last game was on the 3rd at Platte County, and they lost that one 49-7.
Okay, I was thinking they had lost their last game.
They're coming off a loss.
Yeah, coming in pretty hungry. So.
Yep. And again, for the Dragons, man, if they can get the run going, if they can get the option going, and they come into this game, in my book, the clear underdogs. I think everybody recognizes that.
I think so.
And you just want to hang with them. You want to stay close. And I think the best way to do that is to run the football consistently and try and keep their offense off the field.
I think when you come in the clear underdog like that, you're sort of playing with house money.
Right.
Go ahead and open it up, see what happens.
Right. It's not our senior night.
No, exactly.
So getting set for the opening kickoff. Our opening kickoff is brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie. Dirt's heavy. Rocks are heavier. It's just science. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving, specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling, and leveling. Call B&B Excavating at 620-724-2735. So did you see the flip? I was reading about B&B Excavating.
I was so enthralled with your
it was a
read
dramatic.
There. I'm going to guess, though, just based off the fact that we're kicking, that we probably won and deferred. If I'm wrong, then it's not the first time.
I'm glad that my live reads are so captivating.
Yeah, you had me.
So Rueda set to kick off for the Dragons. Looks like Lincoln Roski back to receive for Smithville, and Roski will mishandle the kick. It's going to roll back to the 5. Now he picks it up and is going to take off, makes a man miss, and he's hit right at the 20-yard line and brought down by a host of Dragons at about the 21, and that's where Smithville will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looked like initially, of course, with that fumble that we were going to have even better starting or worse field position for him. But it looks like Cortland down there made the first touch on him, and then Dawson Hall cleaned it up for him. Good job, good coverage on something that he could have broke open, but Dragons didn't allow it. Just of note, too, it does look like Cortland is wearing number 2 tonight, I believe.
Cortland Jones Jr., that is. He wears number 24 in the home jerseys, and then we're on the road, the number 2 jersey. There's a handoff straight ahead, and it looks like it's almost out of the Dragon playbook. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
You know, not surprised they're going to test us up front early like that and see if we've adjusted to what we did last week. And it certainly looks off of that play anyway, like maybe we've made the necessary adjustments. Good job by the Dragon D-line.
So it brings up a 2nd down 11 from the 21. Snap, the pitch again to Roski. Gets around the corner of that Dragon defense like Paola was able to do so often last week. And he's going to have enough for a Warrior 1st down.
Good open field tackle by Landon Profit.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 37. Cale Smithy, Jr. Quentin Morse is in at the quarterback spot. He's a sophomore. That went off the hands of his intended receiver and out of bounds. That pass was intended for Colton French.
Yeah, quarterback had to take a little sigh of relief once he saw that hit the ground. Those are exactly the kind that get picked off real easy.
It's sophomore throwing to freshman there on that play, and it kind of looked like it. Morse will line up under center. I formation behind him. They got 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers to the near side. Now they'll put the back in motion. Quick hitter to the outside. And a couple of missed tackles on the outside. Dragons had a chance to get him for a loss, but instead, Roski's out across the 40 to, let's say he's right down at the 40. He'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Henspeter did a great job of sniffing that play out early. Got his hands on him just not quite enough to bring him down. Profit ended up bringing in, laying a little wood out and getting him down on the ground for the tackle.
Now out of the pistol. Hand off to Roski straight ahead. Great gap.
Oh, no.
Now he cuts through the Dragon defense and finally tracked down from behind inside Dragon territory at about the 32. They're going to mark him down at the 31.
Touchdown saving tackle there from Cortland Jones. And that's a little bit what we saw last week. For whatever reason, they're able to make their blocks, and their running back's able to bust through our line and get some big gains like that. Hey, that was a light. It just popped on.
I think that was a gain of about 29. 1st and 10 at the Dragon 31. Morse now in the gun. 2 wide to the near side. Again, 2 tight ends. Looks to throw quick. Wide receiver screen to the near side. And the Dragons do a better job this time as they stop it for a short gain as Peyton Steffen made the catch. Senior. Yep.
Well, I mean, it's tough.
I'm not
sure
doing much better
if
here.
you were able to hear that, but he called Alex Heinspider.
Put the emphasis on the wrong syllable
That's right.
there.
Right, that was Henspeter with the tackle.
3 wide this time. Morse going to hand off again straight ahead. Dragon defense much better up front this time. Get it stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 at the Dragon 25.
Yeah, pretty much the entire defensive line on that decided that they had enough, so they went ahead and everyone in on that tackle. Good job by the entire front there from the Dragons.
Third down and 3. Morris in the gun. Hand off to It was Roski again, and he's near a 1st down. And they're going to go ahead and move the sticks as he carried forward to the 21.
A little bit of a high snap coming in, see if that comes into play later on in the game. Looks like that likely Mason Benson, among others, in on the tackle there.
1st and 10 now for the Warriors. They're in Dragon territory at the 21, 8:07 to play 1st quarter. We're scoreless here in Smithville. Morse, a lone man in the backfield. Roski coming across, he'll get it on the end around. The Dragons drag him down in the backfield.
Mason Benson, there you go, pal. He busts right through that offensive front, able to bring him down for a nice loss.
Good play by Benson. Now 2nd down and long for Smithville, and not necessarily a passing situation for him here, but thus far in the game, they haven't looked great throwing the football, and they haven't completed anything downfield.
No, not yet. Yeah, I think one of the things,
not that they couldn't, but
right. One of the things we need to watch for is, those quick screen passes where they just sort of allow our defensive front to get in through there and think they're going to get to the quarterback.
Going to come quick to the near side, too high off the hands of his intended receiver. Peyton Steffen again couldn't connect, and it's going to set up a 3rd down and long at the 27.
Now Steffen was open down there. However, I think had he caught it, he might have heard the footsteps of one Malachi Meadows getting up there. I think Malachi was going to make him pay a little bit if he did catch it.
So big 3rd down, 3 wide receivers in this set. Morse in the gun again. Now he's going to go play action, look at downfield, going to throw screen to the near side, dropped. And it was there. There was a lot of open real estate. If he had completed that screen pass, and the Dragons have been burned on those so far this season, but Smithville could not connect. Morse kind of low with the pass, and it'll set up a punting situation for the Warriors. Unless, are they going to go for a field goal here? I think they're kicking
sure
a field
looks
goal.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't going to be a
Catch
bear,
the
be a
number,
grizzly.
that's right. Catch the number of that place kicker. Officially a 44-yarder.
Is that 86?
86. I don't have an 86. I got a 96. Yep. Aiden Verhulst. And Verhulst is good. And Smithville takes an early 3-0 lead, but the Dragon defense gets a moral victory, I would say, out of that one, coming away with a stop as they gave up a big play but didn't give up a touchdown. Dragons trail it 3-0. We'll step away for a quick break. And the Dragons' first offensive possession when we come back. You're watching Pittsburgh Purple Dragon football on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
So the Smithville Warriors connect on a 44-yard field goal on their first possession to take a 3-0 lead over the Dragons. Now Pittsburgh trying to answer back. As Verhulst set to kick it away. High kick. Backs the Dragons up. And wrapped up and taken down at the 15-yard line.
That was Hayes with the return. Slipped a little bit there at the beginning, so not a great opportunity to really bust one open. But
yeah, never really got it rolling. And the Dragons will start out pretty deep in their own territory, but you know, it just gives you the opportunity to possess the ball that much longer.
The bright side.
Yeah, silver lining.
Yes.
Too wide to the far side for the Dragons. At quarterback for Pittsburgh tonight is Jamarcus Davis. Davis under center. He's going to keep option to the far side. The pitch, right out in front of the pitch man is a good pitch. And the Dragons get around the corner and pick up the first down. Derringer on the carry, received the pitch, caught it with one hand, and able to pick up about 12 on the play.
Yeah, nice hands there. It did look like for a second that was going to be some trouble, but way to go for Derringer to be able to get his hands wrapped around it and make a heck of a game. Oh.
What? A late flag or a nobody saw it flag? Or
yeah.
And holding against the Dragons. And how many times have we seen that happen this year? One step forward, two steps back, and now it must have been from the spot of the foul.
Yeah.
And that means it happened like 8 yards down the field because the Dragons are just looking now at a 1st and 13. Got the ball at their own 12. And they're going to run it straight ahead. About got a first down. A community effort that time by the Dragons. Takes a village sometimes, JJ. And that was Riley.
That was Riley. I think so.
Call it a gain 12 on the play.
If that wasn't Malcolm Riley, he was doing his best impersonation of what we've seen.
So 2nd down and 1 now for the Dragons from just inside their own 25. They need to cross the 25 for a first down. Davis under center. Riley in the backfield behind him. Derringer in motion. Handoff goes straight ahead to Riley. He's got the first down. Fighting ahead across the 25 to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I like what I'm seeing from our offensive line tonight. We're getting a good push up front. It's allowing Riley to kind of get those legs churning, so he's able to pick up nice speed before he hits that first tackler.
And if you're the Dragons, I think ball control is so important.
Yeah.
And just picking up first downs tonight.
Yep. Keep their offense off. You score touchdowns and let them get their field goals.
Only one wide receiver off to the far side this time for the Dragons. Davis under center. They'll put Derringer in motion. Again, the handoff goes to Riley. Fights through the first level. The fights through the second level and has about 8 yards there on first down.
What a run. We've been saying it so much this year how strong of a runner he is. When he hits somebody, I think those defensive players definitely feel it.
Yeah. Ball rests at the 36-yard line of the Dragons. They need to get across the 38 for a first down. 2nd down and 2 for Pittsburgh, 2 wide to the near side. Meadows and Durden. And I think we got an offside as the linebacker, the blitzing linebacker from Smithville, looked like he jumped the snap. Yeah, and it is offside against Smithville, and that'll give Pittsburgh a first down.
Just kind of look at
the best way to get one right there.
Yeah, looking these two teams over, size-wise, we match up really nice with them. It looks like maybe even a little bigger than the Warriors.
So 1st and 10 for the Dragons from their own 41. And that Dragon offense staying out on the field. 4.5 to play first quarter, trying to find an answer to an early field goal by Smithville. Davis under center. They're going to run option to the near side. Davis tied up, and that was a good job by the defensive end that time for Smithville to get in there and kind of disrupt the path where that play was trying to take place. And really, Davis nowhere to go with it, nowhere to pitch it. Great defense on the option that time by the Warriors.
Now, everyone did their job on that. They like you said, disrupted where he wanted to pitch it to, leaving him no other option than to go ahead and keep it himself. Unfortunately, they had a guy right there ready for that as well.
So 2nd down and 11 from the 40 now for the Dragons. And Smithville starting to stack bodies into that box. Let's see if the Dragons can do anything to make him pay for that, as Riley trying to go straight ahead with it. And, boy, they let that go a while after the whistle.
Yeah, they sure did.
Riley looks okay. And he picked up nothing on it, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Dragons.
One of the things, my keys was being creative with your play calling and keeping them on their toes a little bit. So let's see if we open up the playbook a little bit and call something that is maybe out of character, maybe try to catch them off guard a little bit.
Not between the tackles. Eventually you can go to that well a few times, but you got to prove that you can do something else.
Exactly.
The Dragons are in a prove-it situation here on 3rd down and long. Davis back to pass, rolling near side, looking downfield, throws, tipped, threw into double coverage that time as he had a couple of linebackers converging on that play. And it was one of those, you throw to the near man, the middle man, or the far man. And he went middle, and it was well covered that time. Bring up 4th down for the Dragons. Punting situation for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Landon Profit was the intended target on that pass.
Yeah, and Dragons just fortunate that one fell incomplete because it was tipped up into the air. Seemed to hang there for a while. And now Smithville will get it, but not at midfield, hopefully. Whistles. I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe a blood substitution? I don't know.
Max Bush was on there and now not.
Yeah. Low snap. Punt is away, end over end. Backs the return man up inside the 20. Was that a fair catch? He fair caught it at the 16-yard line, or the 15-yard line, excuse me. And that's where the Warriors will take over 1st down and 10. That was unorthodox.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call it anyway.
Well, either way, heck of a punt. Dragon defense gotta like where they're getting the Warriors out on this one. Now it's going to be a case of, can you stop what you allowed on the last one, where they drove down the field? Obviously ended with just a field goal, but eventually those field goals will add up if you don't answer back.
Mm-hmm. And no, play action, back to pass. Has a man over the middle, way underthrown. And again, Smithville that time fortunate that one fell incomplete. It was very much underthrown, so much that the Dragon defender, which I believe was that Durden?
Yeah, no, that was Cortland Jones.
Cortland Jones could not stop himself and get back to the ball. But he had a bead on it.
Yeah.
It was just vastly underthrown. So that brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 15. Dragon defense just trying to get off the field, trying to force a 3 and out here. 3 wide this time for Smithville. Try to go wide receiver screen, and it's an incomplete pass. It looked slightly forward.
Yeah.
Man, that was close.
Yeah.
Both these teams got to play him a little bit of fire tonight with their passing games.
I think with as close as it was, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt on that.
Yeah.
I mean, probably the right call there.
Yeah. So now 3rd down and 10.
Reverse.
Oh, double reverse. They dropped it. Dragons, can they make a stop here? And they do.
Yes,
inside
sir.
the 10. And again, some ball security becomes an issue for Smithville. And they put it on the carpet.
Yeah, Damaris Partee gets back there, sort of mixes things up a little bit, misses on his first tackle, but then able to get back around and make a tackle for a loss. Great play by the Dragon defense.
They placed the ball at the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 7 on the fumble. 4th down and call it about 17.
Yeah, Malachi Meadows back for the punt return.
Meadows stands at the Smithville 42. So barring a really great punt, which it's not a bad one, the Dragons should get pretty decent field position. I believe that hit Durden. And Smithville's got it.
Why not?
Yep.
This is
Durden never turned around to find the ball, and it hit him almost in the back or in the side, and then he wasn't able to get on top of it before a couple of different Smithville players got there, and the officials are going to talk it over, and we'll see. Smithville says they have it, and they do.
Yeah, they do.
So a special teams miscue by the Dragons. Mark that off your bingo card.
Yeah.
And 1st down and 10 now for Smithville.
And once again, I hate to say it, but it's typical of what we've been seeing so far this year. When there's good luck and bad luck, we seem to be on the bad luck side of it.
Yeah, and it's a matter of almost like not being able to get out of your own way. 1st down and 10 for Smithville from their own 43-yard line, so that muffed punt, probably their biggest play of the night.
I was just thinking that.
And now Smithville wants timeout to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. Dragons trailing 3-0. Trying to fight off the Black Cat tonight here on the road in Smithville. You're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburg Sports Live.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Welcome back to Smithville High School, Smithville, Missouri. 1:41 to play, first quarter. Dragons trailing at 3-0. Smithville just recovered a muffed punt by the Dragons. I don't know if you call it a muffed punt.
Yeah, not so much.
It hit the ground and bounced off one of the blockers, and Smithville gets it back. Quick toss to the outside.
Oof.
And that was Roski again. Gets around the corner on the Dragons and picks up about 12 there on 1st down.
Another good tackle by Landon Profit.
Gain of 12 on the play.
I need to update my roster here too.
I've got this one, and I can't read it because it's dark.
Nah, never mind. I got it right. It was just a little dark.
Yeah. Morse in the pistol. He'll hand off again to Roski, straight up the middle. Again, he makes some nifty little cuts.
Yeah, Roski's been a patient runner looking for the opening there, and unfortunately, Dragons have been more than willing to give him a little bit of an opening. Damaris Partee with the tackle for the Dragons.
Ball just inside the 38. We'll call it the 37-yard line. Second down and about 2.
Second down and a long 2.
Morse will stay in the pistol. Roski in the backfield behind him. Now they're going to motion a fullback across. High snap. And Morse has to eat it as there's a bunch of Dragons there once he finally reels in that high snap. And that's one of the best defensive plays of the night for the Dragons.
Yeah. Mason Benson getting in there on the tackle. Quite a few people. Ashton Botter, Garrett Dillingham.
So a big 3rd and 6 now for the Warriors, and it looks like they're going to take a timeout as they head over. Oh, no, it's the end of the first quarter, and Dragons trail at 3-0. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the 4-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Welcome back to Smithville High School, Smithville, Missouri. After a quarter, the Dragons trail it 3-0 to the Smithville Warriors. And after some unfortunate happenstance on a punt, Smithville with the ball now in Dragon territory, looking at a big 3rd down and 6. Morris in the pistol. Roski in the backfield behind him. They've got a bunched triplet of receivers on the near side. Lots of time for Morris to throw. Way out in front of his intended receiver. Meadows was the closest defender there for the Dragons, and he even overthrew Meadows, who had about 3 steps on the receiver. So if you're going to underthrow one, that would have been the one to underthrow.
Yeah, especially with the amount of time that he had to really get his feet set under him and make a throw.
Zero in on the receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of time to survey the field from the pocket, but couldn't complete the pass. And now a punting situation for Smithville. And is that Morse doing the punting as well? Yeah. So your starting quarterback is also your punter.
Part-time janitor.
I don't know. Yeah, do you drive the bus as well? I mean, takes the towels home at the end of the night. Good snap. Rugby-style punt by Morse. He's going to land and take a dragon hop out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Did you see something happen away from the ball?
Well, yeah, I think there was a little bit of a questionable hit on Meadows from one of the Warriors there, but
not going to get that call on the road. Not going to get that call at home either.
Trying to spit out some of these bugs. I'm right next to the light.
It's not a bug zapper, unfortunately.
Well, I'm glad I didn't eat too much.
If it was our halftime show, we could just zoom in on the bug zapper and call it good. Jamarcus Davis under center. Riley in the backfield behind him. Derringer in motion.
Boy. Oh, no.
Mishandled snap, and it looks like Smithville's got it because, of course, they do.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? And it's strange that he's under center and there's a mishandled snap, but
get that chair out of the way before I throw it over the top of this press box.
So the best offense tonight for Smithville has kind of been the Dragons' mistakes.
I don't think we drew it up that way.
No, but now Smithville just punted away from their own 43-yard line, and Pittsburgh gives it back to them inside the 10 after a mishandled snap on first down.
What I say in the art of war, it's never interrupt your opponent when they're making a mistake.
Right. Yeah, big Sun Tzu fan.
Yeah, who'd have guessed that?
Wow. Morse with it. Hands off.
Oh.
Straight ahead to the big fullback. And that's a touchdown for Smith Center.
Smithville.
Austin Clevenger, number 44, the fullback, with a very fullback-like run into the end zone, and Smithville with a 9-0 lead over the Dragons, pending this extra point.
Well, kick goes through, and it seems like this is typically when the Dragons turn a switch on and we see a little bit of a battle back. I hope that we see that same thing tonight. Otherwise, this was a seriously long trip for the game.
Yeah, Coffeyville's just an hour away. Columbus is right around the corner.
Cold bucket.
Yeah. Man, oh man, I'm old. I'm going to just qualify this statement before I make it.
Are you yelling at them to get off your lawn?
I'm old, yeah. Get off my lawn. But I don't know that playing much, much harder opponents very far away and not winning those games is as beneficial as playing lesser local opponents and having a real solid chance of winning those games. There it is. I don't know. Take it or leave it. I'm a fan of playing the local schools. So the Warriors set to kick this one away, leading at 10-0 here with 11:37 to play first half. Hayes gets it out across the 30 to the 31. Good return by Cordell.
Return by number 11, Cordell Hayes. Brought down by number 2.
First and 10 now for the Dragons from the 31.
45, Hayes Middleton. Dragons ball first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Davis under center. There's the snap. Handoff straight ahead to Riley. Runs into some traffic across the 35 to about the 36. Gain of about 6 or call it 5 on first down.
We got a really good push up front that time. I think the speed from the linebacking core of the Warriors is paying off big for them right now because they were able to converge even though he made it through the line the way he did and took him down without a giant gain.
So now second down and 5 for the Dragons from their own 36. 11 minutes to play first half. Pittsburgh looking for some sort of offensive answer here in this first half. Davis under center. Going to run option to the far side. And he's wrapped up and dropped for a loss on the play. And they're saying there's a fumble. And the Dragons just not taking care of the football very well tonight, and that's a recipe for disaster on the road. Well, anywhere for that matter, as they had their problems last week against Paola at home. Well, they're just going to stay with the Dragons. It'll be up third down and 6. But you can tell that Smithville's watched some tape on that option of the Dragons, and they've done a great job of shutting down all the different pitch lanes, cutback lanes, what have you. Riley with it again inside. He's going to pick up 3 or 4, but it's going to bring up a fourth down and about 2 for Pittsburgh.
I'm afraid you have to open it up a bit more to get those first downs you need to keep the ball, to keep the Warrior offense off of the field. It's just not working so far. I know it's only Oh, my gosh, it's already the second quarter, I guess. This game is kind of flying by, but.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't pass. Nobody passes.
Yeah.
Keep that clock rolling. That's good. Maybe there'll be some places to eat open on the way home for me and Matthew. Davis under center. Again, a handoff to Riley this time.
Yeah, just swallowed up.
Yeah.
And they're claiming they got the ball again. Oh, because I guess they do. Turnover on downs. Yeah, they do.
Dragons turn it over on downs at their own 40-yard line.
I took it from the way they were signaling that there was some sort of a fumble, but it wasn't. It was just a run-of-the-mill turnover on downs.
So right at the 40 almost. 1st and 10 for Smithville. Morse, alone, empty backfield. Put a man in motion near side. It's Roski. He's going to get it. Trying to make people miss. He does. Comes to a complete stop. And he's going to lose about a yard on the play back to the 42. And I'll bring up 2nd down 11.
Yeah, really hit the brakes there. And it looked like maybe for a second it was going to work, but DeMar's Party able to get up there and make a nice tackle.
Now out of the pistol is Morse. And Roski's going to get it again. Across the 40, there's a flag in the Dragon backfield. I think we may have a hold against Smith Center by the looks of it.
If they call Smith Center for this,
I'm sorry, I'm Smithville. Sorry, I'm channeling a 2A state championship game from about 12 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, who knows?
Well, that
is that the first sign of dementia? Is that what that is? Am I supposed to smell burning hair now? Is that what's? I'm not quite. I'm no doctor. And it is against the Warriors. It'll back them up into their own territory at their own 49 and set up a second. And I think they need to reach just south of Kirksville for a first down. Check out my northern Missouri geography.
Yeah, that was good.
I'll break out Chillicothe at some point here, don't worry. Again, Morse, empty backfield in the gun. Roski across, they fake the pitch to him.
Yeah.
Now Morse having to run a little bit, making people miss. Drug down in the backfield.
Garrett Dillingham.
45-yard line.
Dillingham with a huge tackle. Cole Hayden got back there and disrupted the quarterback a little bit, threw him off what he was wanting to do as he moved in there. There you go. You got Garrett Dillingham to go clean it up.
We'll call that our hit of the game, brought to you by Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, 4th and Joplin in Pittsburg. Since 1948, the official car care provider of Pittsburgh Sports Live. If you found a buck with your truck or didn't dodge a doe, go see the team at Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, the area's top collision repair shop of 4 decades. Schedule your appointment now by calling Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, 620-231-6230. Now in the pistol is Morse. 4 wide receivers in this set. Looking to pass. Throws over the middle. Intercepted by the Dragons. Across the midfield. Bark shedding a tackle and finally drugged down by the ankle at the 48. The 38, excuse me. That was a fairly crushing ankle tackle.
Yeah, Alex Hinspeeder, right position, right time. Great grab. And then the yards he was able to pick up after the interception. Fantastic. Good job, Alex Hinspeeder.
That is a play that the Dragons needed. 7:29 to play first half. Pittsburgh with the ball inside Smithville territory, trying desperately to get something going offensively. Points have been hard to come by for the Purple and White this year, but hoping to turn that around here off of the turnover. And we'll see if the Dragons maybe go for a big play here on the change of momentum. Nope, straight ahead. Malcolm Riley into a crowd. And
dusted one off from the last drive.
Back to the well. Pick up 2 on first down, brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Well, they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Davis under center.
Here we go.
Now back to pass. Jamarcus Davis rolling far side, looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be out across the 35 to about the 31, and he'll be about a yard shy of a first down.
That's one of the things that I really love about Jamarcus Davis, a quarterback, is his threat to run the ball on those pass plays. You got to watch out for his arm because we have some really good receivers, but he's also that threat to run, and that's what we just saw.
Ball now at the 31. Call it again a 6 on the play. Now Davis going to do it again.
Yes.
Gets around the corner, gets across the sticks, and he's spun down. Kind of an awkward-looking tackle that time.
Yeah.
I hope Jamarcus is okay. He appears to be. And that'll be a Dragon first down, just the 2nd or 3rd of the game.
Sort of a flying elbow tackle. That was worked out pretty good.
First and 10 for the Dragons from the 26. And again, Riley straight up the gut, just keeps churning, keeps those feet moving, drives inside the 20 to about the 19.
I think he had 3 or 4 Warriors on the ride.
Yeah. All aboard the Riley Express.
Well, that's the great thing. When you pop it outside like that, when you're throwing some pass plays, it opens up those big runs from Riley like that.
Well, 2nd down and 3 for the Dragons. Riley in the backfield behind Davis. Here's the snap. Davis going to run option far side. Pitches at the last second. Has a man out there, and there's a flag. It's going to be holding against Dragons on the outside. The official never misses that. And the Dragons need to clean up that blocking on the outside, get a little less grabby out there in the open where the official can see it every time. And that'll back Pittsburgh up, and they'll be looking at 2nd down and long. Penalties, penalties, penalties.
Kudos to Davis, though, showing some real guts, holding on to the ball that long, waiting for the guy to get right on top of him before he makes that pitch.
That's exactly how you're supposed to do it. You make that man commit. If he doesn't commit, then you keep the ball. And so Davis held it right till the was fully committed till he bought the ring.
Oh yeah.
And good looking play, but a hold on the outside negates the gain for the Dragons, backs them up to the 29. It'll set up a 2nd down and 13 from there.
Was it Johnny Cochran said if
the glove does not fit, you must acquit?
You must. if they do not commit, you must not pitch it.
Yeah. Boy, don't make me dig into my deep well of Johnny Cochranisms. No, I don't know. Reminds me of the greatest license plate I ever saw on a white Bronco on the freeway in KC. And it was a personalized tag that said, "Not OJ." I thought it was awesome. 5:27 to play, first half. Dragons trailing at 10-0. They're looking at a 2nd down and long. When we come back, you're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburgh Sports Live. Welcome back to Smithville, America. 5:27 to play, first half. Dragons trailing at 10-0. Pittsburgh looking at a long 2nd down and 13 from the Warrior 29-yard line. And this is about the closest Pittsburgh's been to scoring all night. You know the Dragons would like to move the sticks one more time here. Davis with the snap. Oh, he's under pressure in the backfield. That one just looked busted from the get-go. I think he turned the wrong way for a handoff. And
he zigged when he should have zagged.
Everything was out of sorts. Looked like there's about 4 or 5 guys that zigged when they should have zagged on that play. Sets up a 3rd down and Butler, Missouri, I think, for the first. At least Lee Summit. Five minutes to play first half. Dragons big, long 3rd down here. Riley in the backfield behind Davis will put a man in motion. Fake the handoff. Davis keeps.
There you go.
Across the 25-20 and finally ankle tackled from behind just outside the 20-yard line. He does not have enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down, and Rueda's on to attempt a 31-yard field goal. Probably end up being about 35-yard field goal.
If Davis would have had one more step on that, I'm not sure exactly how he was able to make that tackle without Davis's shoe coming off.
So this is I think this is the longest field goal of the year for Rueda.
I think so.
I believe so. Low snap, kick blocked. Dragons need to get on top of it, and special teams has not been a strong point tonight for Pittsburg High, and they get that one blocked. And Smithville will take over just outside their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, that one, you cannot put that on Rueda there.
No.
The snap came in low.
His job's to kick it, and he kicked it.
Yeah.
He did his job. I'm not going to take it out on him, JJ, just because he's a soccer player. You know? I'm not going to do that.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of xylophones down there.
Where we got? Oh. Whoa. There's a.
If you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band.
If you're going to play in Missouri.
If you're going to march in the Kansas City metro area, you better have minimum 3 xylophones.
For you folks at home, I'm going to give you an official count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 xylophone. It's a 4 xylophone affair. Ooh, tip pass behind the line.
That's backwards.
And they're going to call it an incomplete pass, even though it was a backwards pass. It may have been forward and then deflected backwards. We'll just say that. 2nd out of 10 for the Warriors at their own 31. Stops the clock with 4 minutes to play first half. Dragons trailing at 10-0, and man, if they can just keep them out of the end zone here for the rest of this first half, 10-0 is not a huge deficit if you're the Dragons at halftime. And some things have worked. Handoff and cut down in from his safety position to make the stop.
Yeah, Landon Profit.
Yeah, Landon Profit in there. The lumberjack just cut that one down.
Oh, I like that.
What guy doesn't like the nickname the lumberjack? I mean, really.
4 tackles so far for Profit tonight. He's leading the team.
He really just cut the legs out from under the back there. Keep putting my sheet down, and then it's dark, and I can't find it. Morse in the pistol. Renke in the backfield behind. He's out in the open. Dragons miss some tackles up front. And out across midfield to the 45. Steps out of bounds. Stops the clock with 3:11 to play first half. And Pittsburgh's going to have to regroup defensively and try and get another stop here. Can't give up chunks, and they got gashed on that one. I'm just giving up on my stats, JJ.
It's not easy to read.
I can't even read this thing. Morse in the pistol, Roski in the backfield behind him. Here's the snap. Handoff's going to go to Roski. Dragons nowhere to go. He had to try to pump the brakes and cut, but by then too late. 3 white jerseys right in his chest, and he'll go down with a loss of 1 on the play. Clock runs under 3 minutes now.
Yeah, it looks like we had Cole Hayden, Garrett Dillingham, and a couple others in on that tackle.
Mm-hmm. Clock ticks under 2:35 to play first half. 2nd down and long for the Warriors. Roski in the backfield behind Morse, operating out of the pistol. He'll get the handoff. Big cut again. Dragons miss tackles, and Roski will have enough for a first down inside the 30 to the 29. Stops the clock while they move the chains.
Partee touchdown saving tackle there for the Dragons, but it does allow for another first down for the Warriors.
First down and 10 from the 29. Clock continues to tick. We're down around 2 minutes. And if that Dragon defense, the run defense, doesn't solidify a little bit, they're not gonna have to pass here in this situation. Morris in the pistol. Roski behind him. I'm going to let you guess what. Oh, here's a pitch to Roski. Going around the right side. Makes a man miss.
Big hit.
Out near another first down. Inside the 20 at the 19. He's right at the sticks, and I think that's going to move the chains.
Yeah. Partee with another tackle.
First down and 10.
I feel like I'm saying way too much touchdown saving tackles tonight.
Yeah.
Not all of them should be touchdown saving.
Yeah. Your safety should not lead your team in tackles,
right.
That's for sure. It's never a good sign. Unless he's like Troy Polamalu and he's playing on the wrong side of the line. Again, Roski with it, makes a sidestep and gets to the second or third level of that Dragon defense before he's brought down. Second down and 2 now. Clock ticking. Under 1:15 to play first half. And Dragons got to stiffen up that run D. You want to force this team to throw it. They haven't looked great throwing the football tonight, but you got to put them in a situation where they have to. Morris in the pistol. Roski behind him. Here's the handoff. Morris going to keep this one. Dodges 3 white jerseys in the backfield. Untouched into the end zone. Fake the pitch to Roski, and the backside help from the Dragons missed the tackle in the backfield. And after that, Morse had a lot of open field in front of him and carried it in for the touchdown, and Warriors lead at 16-0 here with under a minute to play first half. So much like much of this first half, the worst scenario possible for the Dragons is the one that happened, where Smithville drove down the length of the field, running the football the entire way, and score a touchdown with under a minute left for the Dragons to respond. The kick is up and good, and a 17-0 lead for the Warriors. There's a flag. You want to bet on who it's on? You take that bet?
No, it depends on who you're taking.
I'm taking the team in white. We'll see. And at this point, a penalty with 50 seconds left doesn't really.
No.
Oh, we'll add it to the kickoff. There we go. Personal foul against Smithville.
Hey, try something new.
Being an ungracious host.
Unfortunately, we had that opportunity. Lots of time left. If the Dragons could have made a stop, if we could have got a score in, then we're talking about a game that's close. And 17-0 is not exactly unfathomable. Like, you can't come back from it. You certainly can. But the way the game's shaping up tonight, the Warriors.
Just the way we've looked offensively tonight. I don't know. I don't know. I hope you're ready for the magnitude of xylophones that we're about to experience in this halftime.
I need to apologize to the people at home because there's a 5th xylophone.
Yeah.
I led you astray, and I apologize.
The 5th xylophone on the grassy knoll. Yeah. Somebody else's band playing.
Okay. Oh, I'm sitting there like, wait a second.
They're way over there. Piped in band music. What is that? I'll kick it away.
Oh, that was
almost bad.
Yeah.
And out across the 35 and down at the 36.
Yeah.
And that's not the right roster.
Yeah, close call there, but Davis was able to, even with a little bump into his own guy, get that and not have a disaster happen. So, hey,
if it's not a disaster,
we'll take it right now.
Yeah. Could have been playing Coffeyville tonight. That's all I keep thinking. Davis under center. 3 wide in this set for the Dragons. Going to roll far side on first down, looking to pass. Has a man. Catch is made by Derringer across the 40 at about the 43.
Good grab. Good grab. Way to get out of bounds. You're leaving a little time on the clock. You can still punch this in. You just need something to go your way. One big play, go your way, and we're talking about a football game.
3rd and 3 here for the Dragons. 40 seconds to play, first half. And it is going to have to be a big play at this point.
Yep.
Or a couple of them. Well, a couple medium, large plays. Davis back to pass, being pressured. Screen to the near side, Riley. And they do a great job in that linebacking core for Smith Center, finding the back, coming out of the backfield, and just waited for him. And they're right there to blow that screen play right up. Dragons take a timeout, stops the clock with 33 seconds left to play here in the first half.
That's exactly, as a defense, that's how you want to play the screen. Yeah, you had some guys that on a little bit of a jailbreak there, getting through, thinking they're going to get to Davis, but they had just enough left over to play that screen pass perfectly.
Well, and as a linebacker, when you see your lineman just
that
off to the races in front of you, you know it's going to be a screen, and you start trying to find that back. And a couple of them did a great job of tracking down Riley and being there when he caught that ball. The other thing I enjoy about metro area games is the flat screen TVs that coaches use over on the sidelines. Can you get that, Matthew? The flat screen they're all looking at down there?
Right there, center of
Smithville, it says right on it. Yeah, that's a flat screen TV. So on the other side of it, players are watching game film from mere moments ago, trying to make some adjustments. It's something you don't see down in our part of the world yet. And that time, Davis running for a couple yards, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 2 for the Dragons. 28 seconds left, and you know Pittsburgh's going to go for it here.
Yeah. 28 seconds left.
Yeah. See how aggressive Smithville decides to be with their. Oh no, we're going to punt. Dragons going to punt it away. Reed back to receive for.
Oh, trickeration.
And they turn it over on downs.
I like the call. I like it. If you're, you know what, you might as well try something. Like that. Chances are they're probably going to take a knee here and go into halftime with a 17-point lead.
Well, we can hope.
Well, I hope I didn't curse us.
.24 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Dragons turn it over on downs in their own territory. Smithville takes over at the 42. Morse in the pistol, 3 wide. Roski in the backfield with him. Nope, back to pass.
Yep.
Now trouble, and he's going to be brought down. And this is a team that if you can stop that run, JJ, they don't look good throwing the football. And Dragons, 9 men in the box maybe.
Yeah.
And force them to throw because so far all they've had tonight is that running game.
Yeah, they've had issues with the long snap like that. They've had issues hanging onto the ball. There's been a couple of throws that, if
looked like backward passes.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so I think that's a good thing for us. It's something we can build on.
But you got to make them pass.
Well, exactly right.
They can't, if you're getting gashed for 8 yards per carry, nobody needs to pass.
No.
So tough first half here on the road for Pittsburgh. And every time we've gone on the road this year and most of the time we've been at home, the first halves have been rough. We've gone to the locker room, we come back, we bounce back, try to make the game close or competitive. Came up 2 yards short of tying the game at Lebec County.
Yeah.
But just the first halves this year, killing this team. And they were fortunate to come back from a halftime deficit at Emporia to win that game. But that's the only time they've really – well, no, they were down against Fort Scott too and were able to come back and win that one. Morris in the pistol, 2 wide to the near side. Quick toss to Roski.
Oh, boy, big hold there.
Block in the back as well. And there's a flag coming in. It's looked like either a hold or a block in the back on 15. And at this point, it doesn't really. Smithville gets the penalty when it doesn't really help the Dragons.
Right.
Second down and long now. It's going to back them up 10 to their own 47-yard line, 7 seconds left. And if you're Smithville in this situation, perhaps you're just going to take a knee and head to the locker room.
Second down and 21. 7 seconds remaining in the half.
Morrison the pistol. Nope, they're going to run it. Roski with it. Again, makes a man miss in the backfield, and he's off to the races. Dragons get gashed again in that running game for about 12 yards. But that's the end of the first half. Pittsburg High trailing 17-0. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
It's The Rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The Rush is why we need a plan. A plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburg.
Welcome back to Smithville High School, Smithville, Missouri. At the break, the Dragons trailing the Smithville Warriors 17-0 in what has been kind of a nightmarish first half for the Dragons here tonight. A game where it seemed like whenever something was about to go right, something went wrong.
Yeah.
And the Dragons unable to get anything at all rolling offensively, and their defense has spent a lot of time out on the field in this first half, and they trail it 17-0 at the break. This is the GN Bank halftime show, brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for more than 100 years. Whether it's personal, business, or agricultural needs, the team at GN Bank can help. Go see them. It's 1206 South Broadway in Pittsburgh, or give them a call at 620-231-4200. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Well, a first half to forget if you're the Dragons. Quite the halftime performance going on here in Smithville tonight. We've had the Tiny Tyke cheerleaders down there, about 1,000 of them out down there in battalion
Well,
strength.
they said 100 for sure, but
yeah, it seemed like more. Now the marching band getting ready to take the field. The dance team's already been out there. We got the 5 xylophones of terror.
Now they're just
lined
showing
up.
off.
Yeah.
A gong.
She got these xylophones, baby.
Yeah, and a gong.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're setting up. John Bonham is back there setting up. If they bring out
can you
like
get a
an auto
scholarship
harp,
to be a gong player?
surely you can.
I'm sure.
I mean,
Maybe
come
in
on.
California.
If they break out an auto harp,
yeah.
you know, I'm leaving.
I'm waiting for the steel guitar, honestly, but I think we got to get a little closer to Wichita for that. Get out a little further west. Well, there's a lot of production taking place down there on the field tonight, but
by the band.
Yeah. Smithville's done a great job running the ball. Roski's looked great tonight from his tailback spot.
Yes.
He's a nifty little runner, patient, waits for his blocks, makes good cuts when he comes to the line. I mean, good-looking running game from Smithville. Their passing game leaves a lot to be desired, and they've about turned the ball over 2 or 3 times in their pass game. So you know they want to clean that up, but they really haven't had to go to it tonight much against the Dragons. They've not usually been in passing situations, and it's mostly been an academic exercise to see if they want to practice their pass game or not. But the Dragons have done a good job against the pass, kind of. I think Smithville's made more mistakes than we've made plays in their pass game.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I'm not so sure if it's us playing the pass well as much as it is bad throws and coming off of bad snaps. So
it's the thing that inspired your Sun Tzu quote.
It's the yin and the yang.
Yeah,
maybe.
The only Eastern philosophy I ever got was from Revenge of the Nerds 2, so we'll just leave that
Classic.
out. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back with more of the GM Bank halftime show. Dragons trailing the Smithville Warriors 17-0 at the break. You're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Hold on.
monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Thanks to your support, Canara Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Canara Eye Care, the clear choice for your...
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest
in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
So like if society collapses and you hand one of these kids a rifle to defend their family, you know what you're going to get? Yeah.
What's that?
7 minutes left in halftime here in Smithville, Missouri. Dragons trailing the Smithville Warriors 17-0 at the break. Smithville band out there on the field and to entertain the crowd right now. We joked that I only see 4 xylophones.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 4 xylophones.
Maybe, oh, look.
No, there's a 5th one.
Yep.
Cattywampus to the other ones. Perpendicular, if you will.
Tiny 6th one?
And yeah, it looks like he's possibly playing a smaller 6th xylophone.
Wow.
Yeah. And yeah, they got a synthesizer down there too.
They sure do.
And it's like a Genesis concert. Nonetheless, Dragons have had a rough first half here in Smithville despite all the festivities at halftime. They trail at 17-0 here at the break, and the Dragons have had some untimely turnovers. A punt that hit one of the blockers was the first, and then a mishandled snap deep in Dragon territory was the next. And the mistakes have really derailed the Dragon offense and have kept them from being able to build any sort of rhythm throughout the night. And so when they take the field, it's almost like the first possession of the night since they haven't had the ball in such a long period of time. But hopefully they're getting some things sorted out in the locker room at the half with the coaches. I say locker room, it's more like a barn over there in the corner of the stadium. I'll try and pan away from the band and show you where exactly the Dragons are right now. They are in a tool shed.
It's a nice tool shed.
It is a nice tool shed. I would take that
tool
tool shed right now. Honestly, JJ, I probably live in that tool shed right now. But it's where the Dragons are to talk things over at the break and trying to work out how to get that offense rolling against the Smithville defense, because they've made some plays. They've been able to pick up yards here and there, just haven't been able to string it together consistently and put together a scoring drive. But you got to think that if they can get a score, a touchdown on the board,
we're back in it.
Yeah, it really is a whole new ball game for them. It's just a matter of getting that done, and we'll see if they have any answers coming out of the break for that. 4.5 minutes left in halftime. We'll step away for a final halftime break, and we'll be back with second half action from here in Smithville. Dragons trailing the Warriors 17-0 at the half. You're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburg Sports Live.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Smithville, Missouri. Dragons trailing it at the half, 17-0. And looking for an answer in the second half, but I believe, the Dragons should have the ball to start the third quarter.
Yeah, we kicked off. Opening kick was
it was so
from
long
us.
ago. So long ago. The sun was up. Hope sprang eternal.
It did.
And the heady days of earlier this afternoon.
Well, now we're, just over a minute left, and we're talking Dragons need to get something going here.
Yeah.
They need to.
And it's not an impossibility. They have had positive things happen offensively tonight. They haven't just been absolutely shut down.
No, not at all.
But their play calling's been a little bit
blah,
predictable, blah. And it's allowed Smithville to really stack that defense against the Dragon run, and we haven't exhibited ability to pass. What we have been able to do is get around the corner a couple times on them, and Jamarcus Davis has done a good job scrambling as a passer.
Riley's had a couple of big runs where if you give him that time to get his legs churning and he can make past first contact, then he's liable to bust one open.
Yep, Derringer's made a couple good plays as well. And so it's there for the Dragons. It's just the putting it together consistently on one drive that's been the issue. And of course, avoiding the holding penalties.
Yeah, or any other penalty.
Or anything when it goes to the outside. But tonight it's been holding.
Yeah, it has.
And you know that there's a big play to be had out there on the edge, and you're trying to do everything you can to block your man and create an opening, and sometimes just grab.
Yeah.
And happens to everybody. Happens on every play. But Dragons have been flagged for it tonight. It's killed a couple drives and put them in some rough situations. We'll see if they can avoid that in the second half.
If you bought raffle tickets for the youth football raffle.
Raffle time, it sounds like.
Hey.
Did you buy a ticket?
No, I did not.
I didn't.
I
didn't. Well, I couldn't find them. I would have.
Yeah.
With all the bad luck that the Dragons are having on the field, maybe I would have had some good luck.
Sounds like science.
Are you eating an oatmeal cookie? What do you got? What?
Did you say a cigarette? You can't do that here.
Oh, he is on top
We're
of
in a school.
Press box, I guess.
Oh.
What do you?
Snickerdoodle.
One of my all-time favorite cookies.
Snickerdoodle. Who could say no to that?
Not me.
No, just look at me. I know. Until I miss many Snickerdoodles that come my way. I'll go into a vacuum type function where I inhale them.
You know what I'm looking out here at the referees. You know what they call a group of zebras? This is serious. I'm not even joking.
What do they call it?
A dazzle.
A dazzle?
And here we are. The
dance team was the
Dazzlers.
What?
Yeah, a dazzle.
Looks like the
zebras.
Dazzlers have taken the field again.
Yeah.
I haven't been too dazzled, though, I got to say, tonight. With
No.
The flags on the Dragons. It's been somewhere short of dazzling. And here we are pumping in another band. I think that's your opportunity to play something with an electric guitar in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here's part of an Aussie song.
They're winding down inside the final minute of the preparatory time here before the third quarter. You know what I'm looking forward to is that 3-hour drive back to Pittsburgh after
There's
the
nothing
game.
better.
Yeah. Hopefully I can dodge a doe and truck a buck or whatever. These folks in Vietti.
Well, if not, you know who's got you covered.
I do know who's got me covered. Nope. Okay, go. Nope. Play clock is now running. I think they're
okay.
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Yeah, the 25-second clock wasn't running. And here we go. Long end over end kick. Fielded by is that Meadows?
Yeah.
The 25.
Yeah,
turns the corner, across the 30. 35. He's going to make the cut back in. He makes the man miss and falls forward onto his backside at about the 47-yard line. Good return by Malachi Meadows. And they're going to say he stepped down at the 44, and that's where the Dragons will have it first down and 10.
Good spark to start this off for the Dragons. Just, you want to take that spark and build a fire.
Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. First and 10 Dragons.
So the Dragons 56 yards from pay dirt to start this drive. Trying to crack onto the scoreboard for the first time tonight. And they have been a second-half team this year, so this first drive in the third quarter probably going to tell us a lot. Too wide to the far side. Davis running option. He has a lane across the 50, 45, 40-foot race. Jamarcus Davis across the 30 and finally brought down, forced out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. A big play for the Purple Dragons. And you get a couple more of those, and we're in business.
And no laundry on the field.
Yeah.
Everything was clean. I like it.
What are the odds? So they're going to mark him out right at the 20-yard line. So the Dragons knocking on the door of the red zone. First down and 10 at the Warrior 20-yard line. And this time the two wide are to the near side. Davis under center. He's going to keep it again. Straight up the gut. Makes a man miss. Finally spun down at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 on first down for Jamarcus Davis.
Yeah, you can see Davis really holding on to the ball with both hands as a smart move.
Yeah.
And with the luck we've had tonight, so good job by Jamarcus Davis.
Bring up a 2nd and 5 from the 15. Math gets real easy if they just move for 5-yard to 10-yard increments.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure the coaches like that, too.
Makes my life much easier. If we just stay away from the odd numbers, really good. Riley in the backfield behind Davis. Too wide to the far side this time. Davis under center. 2 tight ends for the Dragons. Handoff goes straight ahead to Riley. Makes a man miss. Spins off a tackle and then gang tackled by the pretty much entire Smithfield secondary. Whoa, man.
I thought that was a
that
hummingbird.
moth was like the size of a crow. That thing was huge.
I'm under attack up here.
I think that might be the state bird. First down and goal for the Dragons from the 8. You splashed that bogey.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to throw hands at it.
Well, I mean, it was buzzing your tower, dude. Riley in the backfield. They put Derringer in motion. Another mishandled snap by the Dragons. I think they're fortunate to get on top of this one. Oof. Got to work the issue out with that quarterback center exchange as it brings up a 2nd down and goal now from the 9-yard line as they lose 1 on the play.
You can't let this be your MO as an offense where every time that you make big plays,
you make a bonehead.
Yeah, you just can't do that.
Yeah. Well, you know, and you just got to keep telling yourself, these are high school kids, man. I work with college kids every day, and sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss, man.
Yeah.
Quick pitch to the outside.
Landon Profit.
Yep. Across the 5, spins off a tackle, still fighting forward. He's inside the 5 to about the 3. And the ball came out late, but they're going to say he was down by contact before it came out. And that'll set up a 3rd down and goal for the Dragons he made it almost to the 2.
Yeah. Good tough run by Landon Profit. You know, he had some contact early on, able to spin through it and bring it on down.
Pittsburgh knocking on the door. 9:35 to play, 3rd quarter. Dragons desperately need a touchdown to get back into this ball game against the Smith Center Warriors. Riley, the lone back in the backfield behind Davis. Double tight end set for the Dragons. They also have a wing back in there. And Davis has carried himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. No flags. And Pittsburgh High is on the board. They trail it 17-6 pending this extra point attempt by Rueda.
You can see the little body language change in the Dragons too. They're smelling that some confidence, and they're showing it.
Yeah, a little bit of a relief as well. Like finally we got
right.
Been pushing this rock up the hill all night. Better snap this time.
Yep.
Kick is up, and it is good for Rueda. Dragons trailing it by 10, 17-7, but they got on the board here early in the 3rd quarter. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back here watching Dragon football on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Today we're going to do an experiment to see just how fast Crawlcan's multi-gig internet is. In your email, you'll find 2 links. When I say go, click on the first link to download the 500 gigabyte test file. Go! Okay, now when I say go, click on the second link in your email to upload the file. Go! I guess it really does eclipse all other internet.
Release the Crawcan. Monstrous multi-gig speeds for a low, no-nonsense.
Welcome back to Smithville, Missouri, home of Jurassic moths. That might have been Mothra from the Godzilla series.
I'm
not
pretty
sure.
it called me a name. When
I thought I heard it shriek as it came at you. Good job fighting it off, though. Good reaction.
Yeah. I mean, it was him or me.
Yeah.
If you look around up here where we're at, we're outside tonight. There's a giant. Is that a praying mantis? We got spiders. We got everything we need up here.
Show me. Where's this praying mantis?
Look at that.
Oh, my gosh, it is.
Yeah.
Wow. Jurassic bugs here in Smithville tonight. Roski fields the kick at the 5. He's a dangerous ball carrier. Dragons need to work to get him down, and they do inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line.
Trying to see who was able to get that stop there. Wow, Landon Southard.
Now let's see if that Dragon defense has made any adjustments to try and slow this running game down. Roski's really done a great job carrying the ball for Smith Center tonight. His blocking up front has been good. And we'll see if Pittsburgh's, I think maybe the way they've passed the ball tonight, I'd keep committing bodies up to the line to see if you can get this thing stopped and force them to throw. Morse in the pistol, 2 backs in the backfield with him. Roski's going to get it. Makes a man miss in the hole. And he's off to the races again. Twists around Meadows. And Malachi is going to have to try to corral him out there. And he finally does into Pittsburgh territory at about the 49, 48-yard line. Big run that time by Roski.
Yeah, that was huge for him. Taking the momentum away from Pittsburgh that they got from after that touchdown. Now got them back on their heels a little bit.
And that front 4 of the Dragons, actually the front 7 of the Dragons, just not doing a great job of tackling Roski tonight. And he's been able to bust some big ones against this Pittsburgh defense. And part of it's blocking, part of it's the ball carrier, and part of it's the tackling. It's just
a recipe for
a lot of rushing yards for Roski. Morse again in the pistol. Dragons going to bring some more bodies up to the line, showing some pressure. Here's the snap. They're coming through and get Roski in the backfield, but he's still able to fight forward as he's tackled from behind. And was that? No. Oh, Roski looks like he's come up a little bit lame on his right leg, or I'm sorry, left leg, and is coming off. May have twisted that ankle. Sometimes your cleats will get stuck in that turf, and you get spun around, and your foot stays in one place, and your body goes another. And I've had it happen on natural surfaces, but never on turf.
Wear a lot of cleats?
When I played rugby.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And not the greatest fields either. You might imagine. I stepped into a Grand Canyon-sized crack and got spun around.
Good tackle.
There it is. Good stick. And you can tell that Clevenger, he's going to take care of the ball, and he's going to fight for 4 or 5 yards, but he's not the ball carrier that Roski is. And so if you're a Smith center, you really want to get that kid back in the game as quick as you can. And Roski's got his helmet on. He's over there on the sideline talking to one of the coaches, and I have a feeling that next play he'll probably be back in the game. Big third down here for the Dragons, though. If you can stop them on this third down, you might not see Roski again for a while. They'll motion 2 men over to the right side. Morris in the pistol. Here's the snap. And a handoff to Clevenger straight ahead. He's going to have enough for the first down. And there's a flag on the play.
Fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah, we'll see. It is in the neighborhood of a hold. And it is against Smith Center. And it's going to back him up 10 from the spot of the foul. So it'll probably bring up a, I don't like to speculate. I call it about a 3rd and 15 probably from where they're marking it, maybe 3rd and 14.
Yeah, 44 Clevenger, right? If you look at the way he runs, he leans forward, he gets his hand out there.
And he keeps those choppy feet moving.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard to bring down.
So Smithville gets bit by the penalty. Now they're looking at a 3rd down and pretty darn long. If the Dragons' front 7 can make some solid tackles, you would think that Pittsburgh might be able to force the punt here. Morris in the pistol. Here's the snap. Hand off to Roski. Here's your chance. And the Dragons going to bring him down. Blow the whistle. Bring him down for a loss on the play. And they'll just call it a 1-yard loss back to the 45, but it'll bring up a 4th down and 16 for Smithville from that spot.
Yeah,
Dragon defense bows up, gets a stop.
Garrett Dillingham on the edge there, able to move past his man just enough, get his hands on, hang on, and take him down.
So after giving up the big play on the first play of the drive, Pittsburgh's defense dusts themselves off, and they come away with a stop. And really, it wasn't any mistakes by Smithville, a penalty, but the Dragons' defense looked much better on that possession. Here's the snap. Another rugby-style punt by Morse. Nobody really back there for the Dragons. It sails out of bounds at about the 32-yard line, so only about a 30-yard punt.
Yeah.
And not bad field position for the Dragons to start this at their own 32.
Maybe the second best starting field position we've had tonight.
I've been comfortable with second best, you know. The silver medal. That was my gang name. 5:50 to play, third quarter. Dragons trailing at 17-7. They punched one in on their first possession of this third quarter. Now another chance for Pittsburgh High's offense to try and get something going. Quick pitch to the outside. And Profit, not much running room as he's going to pick up a couple out to the 34. And it'll set up a 2nd down and about 8. And the clock continues to run. We're down to 5.5 to play, third quarter.
I really like the way that Landon Profit runs the ball too. He's pretty patient. He takes those choppy steps and able to make some big cuts.
And he does get behind his pads pretty well.
Yes, he does.
I like to see that. 2nd down and 8 for the Dragons. Davis calling out some protections down under center. Here's the snap. Rolling, near side, pressured. Pitch goes out. Trying to cut it back inside's Derringer, and he's only going to pick up about a yard on the play. It closed up quick. It was there, and then it wasn't. And Derringer falls forward for a few feet. It'll set up a 3rd down and about 7 for the Dragons.
One thing that Smithville has done so well is have those downfield blockers for their offense, and we haven't been able to find that tonight.
Profit in motion now, back to passes. Davis throwing over the head of his intended receiver.
Yeah, I saw Cole Hayden pop out there like that, and I oh man, I tell you what, I got pretty excited for a second, but then just a little bit off the fingertips.
little bit high, sailed it a little bit, and it brings up a punting situation here for the Dragons. They're looking at a 4th and 7 at their own 35. Got to punt this one away.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy Reid might not, but we're going to punt this one away. I still have nightmares about that Trevor Lawrence fall down, roll around on the ground, get up, fall down, roll around on the ground.
Oof.
Then get up and run for a touchdown against
we
the
got
Chiefs
lucky there.
pass rush. Yes, we did. Punt's going to
Keep
take a drag and roll, and they're going to down it right about the 25-yard line, and that's where the Warriors will take over 1st down and 10. Special teams have been rough tonight for the Dragons, and they almost got a punt blocked right there, but they got it away. And back Smithville up to their own 25. And do you see Roski out there? I don't.
No, I'm not sure. I don't know if maybe he got banged up a little bit, but
he was favoring that ankle, and he really hadn't looked the same since then.
I mean, Clevenger's done a very good job of filling in, but
Morse with the snap, the handoff.
Ooh, there we go, boys.
And the Dragons just gobble that one up in the backfield. Kind of a jailbreak up front for the purple and white.
I think Damaris Partee, initial contact, big hit from him, and then, another gaggle of Dragons right behind him to come in and really make the point, take the point home.
Don't talk over people's heads like that.
We've had dazzles and gaggles.
Using your industry jargon. Is that a metric gaggle? Or
I think so.
Queensberry gaggle. 3:37 to play, 3rd quarter. Dragons trailing at 17-7. 2nd down and long for Morse and the Smithville Warriors. Morse back to pass. Looking, he's going to lob one up. Got a man way overthrown out of bounds, and great defense that time by Malachi Meadows. Not doing anything, not grabbing, not shoving.
Yeah, very good coverage.
Just right step for step with the wide receiver that time. Falls incomplete. 3rd down and 12 now for Smithville. And you welcome them throwing the ball.
Yeah. I think, too, we've seen the Dragon defense step up a little bit and limit the amount of yards they're giving up on the run, too. So whatever adjustments that were called for during halftime, they've been able to make some and slow them down a little bit. We haven't seen a huge run, and I hope I didn't just curse this.
Ooh-hoo-hoo. Morse back to pass, play action, back to Clevenger. And he's going to be near a 1st down, but just a couple yards shy at about the 31. I think where they marked him out. I thought he got further than that, but I'm way up here, so who knows?
Nearly took out a water girl.
I am calling this from a
there we go.
Traffic chopper. So 4th down and about 6, 5 maybe for Smithville. They'll punt it away. As the smart play here, leading by 10, 3:23 to play, 3rd quarter. Meadows back to receive for the Dragons, standing at his own 40-yard line.
Oh.
And I don't know if the Dragons jumped or if there was motion up front from Smithville, but if that's offsides Dragons, that gives the Warriors. And it's a false start against Smithville. Whew. So I'll bring up 4th down and 9. Still going to punt it away. Meadows now standing at midfield, right at the logo.
I think that might have been milliseconds away from that being called on us.
It was close. Yeah, if you're Smithville, maybe you go with a hard count here. Nope. Ooh. Morse punts its way. That's a nice punt by Morse, spiraling. And it's going to top and take a Smithville roll because, of course, it is tonight. Across the 35 down to about the 32.
Right, we got a little fortunate on that. The way it came down, I thought it was going to roll even further. Yeah. It fortunately died pretty quick.
3:10 to play, 3rd quarter. Dragons with it, 1st down and 10 at their own 32. And a big play on their first possession of the 3rd quarter kind of led to a touchdown drive, gave them some wind in their sails. But since then, the offense has struggled see what they can get going here on this drive. Davis under center, Riley lone back in the backfield, 2 wide receivers in this set. Now 1 wide receiver. Now they're going to motion Malachi Meadows over to the far side. He'll line up in the slot over there.
That's how they drew it up.
Yep. There's the snap,
Nice.
the handoff to Riley, and he'll run into a crowd after a gain of about 3. If he could have made a cut right or left there, that might have been a big gainer, but instead ran into a phone booth full of Warrior defenders.
Yeah, the Warriors just able to collapse that protection that we had going quicker than what we'd like to see. Otherwise, I do think we would have had a big break there.
And that's what you're talking about with the downfield blocking. It's been a struggle tonight for the Dragons. 2nd down and about 7. And if you're Pittsburgh in this situation, at some point in time, you got to try and pick up some bigger chunks. And that's what we're doing right here. Davis back to pass over the top. Has a man catch made at the 40-yard line. 30, 25 sliding down.
Cole Hayden.
Is Cole Hayden. And they couldn't connect on the last possession. Big connection there. And there's that big play we've been wanting out of the Dragon offense. Davis to Hayden. And that's a gain of about 35 yards. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I said this last week, but I meant to say it last week.
Okay.
I want to see more Cole Hayden.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic receiver. He's dynamic when he gets the ball in his hand, and we saw it right there.
Hayden came open over the middle. Davis found him quickly. That was really good. Didn't hold the ball. Now 2 wide to the far side. Riley, the lone back in the backfield. They're going to run with Davis, a design quarterback run across the 20, across
Good
the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. That's enough for another Dragon first down. And that will move the chains. And 2 minutes left to play 3rd quarter. A lot of time. If Pittsburgh can punch this in for a touchdown before the end of the quarter, oof, we got a 3-point game heading into the 4th. It's interesting. And a team like Pittsburgh, they've got the skill players. They've got the talent. And if you let them hang around and they get the confidence that they're in this game late, watch out. Especially with Davis under center. Here's the handoff straight ahead. Riley lost the ball on a fumble. Smithville's got it. The defender just put his hat right on the ball, shot out of there. And Smithville able to get on top of it. They've been the quicker team to the ball tonight for every loose ball. And they get that one. Deep in their own territory, Dragons drive down inside the red zone. That's a red zone turnover. Inside the 15-yard line, Riley had it, and it was knocked loose. The Dragons turn it over, and Smithville with it, leading by 10, minute 34 to play 3rd quarter. And that's a killer turnover.
Yeah, especially considering, the way they've been able to chew up the clock, the Warriors anyway. Good chance to be able to chew up the clock here and take us into the 4th.
Morse in the pistol, 2 backs with him in the backfield. Pitches it to the outside, and that is not Rusky. Oh, it was Rusky on the carry, but he's getting up slow. I don't think he's right. And if you're a coach from Smithville, you can get him out of the game and put his back up in there, let him get some experience, and protect your guy for next week. Because Rusky's a good-looking back when he's healthy, and he's obviously not right now.
No, you can tell. He's really in some pain.
He's trying to gut it out and get back out there on the field.
Tough kid.
That's leadership and courage, but sometimes you got to protect kids from themselves.
Yeah.
Morris in the pistol. Clevenger in the backfield with him. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Clevenger. He runs into a crowd of Dragons, spun down.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to spin out of that for a second.
I did too. Ashton Botter had a really good hold on him, able to spin him on into the ground.
It's a gain of 2. It'll bring up a 3rd down in about 6 or 7. 6. And we're under 30 seconds to play 3rd quarter. There's a 2-second difference between the game clock and the play clock, so they're going to have to run a play here. Morse stays in the pistol with Clevenger behind him. 3 wide in this set. Morse back to pass, looking to his right.
There you go.
And it breaks down. The pocket collapses. The Dragons in there for the sack.
That's 3 really big tackles from Garrett Dillingham this game so far.
Morse just had nowhere to go with it. Good coverage because he was looking. Nowhere to go with that football. And then after about 3 seconds, that pocket collapsed. And that Dragon pass rush got home. And it'll bring up a 4th down punting situation for Smithville when we come back after 3. Dragons trailing by 10, 17-7. You're watching Purple Dragon football on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Welcome back to Smithville, Missouri, home of the most aggressive moths in all of North America. Kamikaze moth.
They are.
They don't care. So Smithville with the ball here to start this fourth quarter. It's a fourth down situation. They're punting away. Malachi Meadows back to receive for the Dragons. Standing near midfield on the big S logo.
Number 21, Malachi Meadows back deep for the Dragons.
Punt is away. Dragons got a lot of pressure. There's a flag, and that's going to be a first down for Smithville. Running into the kicker, roughing the kicker, whatever you want to call it, but 3 white jerseys collapsed on the punter. And all this is for naught. It's going to come back, and I believe it'll be a first down for Smithville. I don't think they separate roughing and running into in high school, do they?
No,
Yeah,
I don't believe so.
It's roughing, or it's roughing.
Dangerous place to yawn.
Mistakes. Yeah. If you do that,
Oh, man.
you like get an extra meal today. Protein and whatever moth dust is.
Got to be careful. I don't think the calories reset until midnight. You got to watch that intake.
You got to drive home. You don't want that moth dust. You won't be able to dodge a doe or duck a buck on your way home.
No.
Preliminary signal is running into the kicker.
Running into, they do separate
They do, okay.
in Missouri.
I didn't, yeah, well.
It's a different world over here in Missouri. We do things Missouri way.
Running into the kicker would be a 5-yard penalty.
But not a first down.
All right. Yeah, well.
Look, do you want it or do you don't?
You ought to.
Is you coming or is you ain't? So it is still fourth down for the Ville.
Yeah, very fortunate.
Yep. Amir running into the kicker. It's fourth and short, but it is very deep in their own territory. If you're Smithville, you definitely punt this out of here and play defense.
Dillingham, or not Dillingham, I'm sorry. Number 44 back on. I think they're going to go for this.
Clevenger?
Clevenger, yeah.
Yep. They are going to go for it as Morse will line up in the pistol. Dragons, they want to take a timeout here. Make sure they're straight with their personnel, but nope. Here we go. Dragons looking like they're going to show some pressure. Now Morse changing the call at the line. Play clock down to 10. Here's the snap. Handoff straight ahead. Missed tackle in the backfield. Another missed tackle. And finally brought down after a gain of about 25 yards. Malachi Meadows makes another touchdown saving tackle at the Smithville 35-yard line, because if Meadows doesn't make that tackle, there's nobody home.
Yeah. You know, the initial contact there looked like
I don't know if Clevenger would have been gone, but
I think he gets that big body rolling like that.
Bumbling. Yeah. I don't know.
The
But
initial contact had him behind the line of
you
game.
don't want your safeties making
No.
all your tackles. It's just the safeties and corners are not supposed to lead your team in tackles. First and 10 now from the 36 for Smithville. Morse in the gun, handoff straight ahead. And that's a new tailback, Jamison Jones, number 29 in the game. He gets the carry for about 3, maybe 4 yards. We got a 2nd and 7 from the 39.
The Warrior receivers are doing such a good job of blocking. It looked like Alex Hinspeeder was going to be on a bit of a blitz there. Number 15 for the Warriors, able to knock him offline and really just disrupt the blitz from the get-go. And we've seen that a lot tonight.
Well, you'd hope they were good blockers because they haven't had a hard time getting that passing game going, but they've been pretty darn effective blocking for the running game.
Yeah, they have.
Morse, high snap, handles it again. Hand off in the backfield again. The Dragon defender misses the initial tackle, and it's going to end up being a gain of a yard up to about the – no, we're going to mark him for no gain, I think, back at the 39.
Oh, good job, Dawson Hall. He got back there, made initial contact. However, the cooking spray that he's apparently put on his jersey was just too slick because Dawson just slid right around him and hands came off, but still able to get a pretty good stop on a short gain, if any gain.
Is that the same stuff that Clark Griswold put on the bottom of his sled? And
I think so.
Christmas vacation.
Non-nutrient cereal varnish.
That's right. A completed pass to the outside. It's going to be enough for a first down on a wide receiver screen. And first down for Smithville. You forced them to pass. They got one in there that time, and it was a little – everything has been a screen to the outside.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to get anything downfield, and that time the Dragons just got blocked up on the screen and weren't able to make a tackle.
And I'm not sure how, but Parker Pinamani was the one who made the tackle on that. He went from defensive line to covering the receiver on that and ended up with the ball at the end of it. Unfortunately, the runner was already down.
1st and 10 now for the Warriors on the Dragon 48. 9:23 to play in the game. And the play is blown dead before it starts. There's a flag and a false start against Smithville. Back them up 5 and do it again. Stops the clock with 9:19 to play. Time running out.
Yeah.
If the Dragons want to get back in this one, but you know, JJ, they're not ahead. They're down by 10. Things went terrible in the first half. They're not getting blown out.
No, they're not. Not whatsoever.
I was honestly, I was concerned on the way up here.
Sure.
What are we heading into? Are we going to get our doors blown off up here by a team with a brand new $10 million workout facility?
Right.
But we've held our own tonight.
Yeah, we have.
Things have gone very, very wrong on several occasions.
For as many mistakes as we've had.
Still a 10-point game.
Exactly.
Motion 2 men over to the left side of that line. Morse in the pistol. Here's the snap. Fakes the pitch. Now he's going to keep. And there's another flag, and they're going to blow this one dead. Meadows pancake blocked whatever receiver that was out there. He's the defender, but he pancaked the blocker. And they had some conversation about it after the fact. And, that'll back them up 5, 1st and 20. And if you're Smithville, you don't like the penalties, but the time is what you're
as long as you're still
about.
running some ticks off the clock.
And it is running.
Yeah.
The clock is your 12th man right now. And 1st and 20 just gives you the opportunity to run a bunch more time off the clock. There's the snap. Hand off to Clevenger, straight ahead. Fighting. Got to bring him down. And he's one of those guys you might want to get around his legs. And he's up near midfield to the 49. Almost got most of that penalty yardage back.
Mm-hmm.
And Meadows is shaking out his left ankle.
Yep.
Get in there in that pile of people and get your foot stepped on. It doesn't feel good.
Easy to do. With
getting your foot stepped on with cleats.
With Clevenger, if you attack him up high like that, you're really hitting his strong point. Yeah.
7:58 and counting. Morse stays in the pistol again. They'll motion 2 men over to the left side. 2 wide to the near side. They fake the pitch. Now
big tackle.
Morse got stuck.
Alex Hinspeeder.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 13, and we've already done our hit of the game. That should be our hit of the game from last week.
Yeah, we owe you one.
Yeah, we do, because there just wasn't one last week.
No.
So.
That's the way you put your hat on someone and stick them, though.
You
Good
can hear
job.
it from up here. Morse felt that one. Third down and long now, and get to see that Dragon pass defense here, I believe. Watch the wide receiver screens. Here's the handoff to Clevenger going nowhere.
There you go, boys.
Dragons stop that one for a loss of 1.
Cole Hayden.
And it brings up a punting situation for Smithville. Now under 7 minutes to play in the game, and I think they're just playing the clock game at this point.
And smart of them, too. I mean, at this point, if you make a mistake, if you throw an interception and we run it back.
I'm going to tell you what, though. You're about to punt the ball to a dangerous man.
You sure are. Yeah, Malachi can make things happen.
And he's due. Rugby punt, almost a drop kick. They kick it away from Meadows off to the far side, so apparently they appreciate the danger. Kicked away from him, and the Dragons will have it at their own 26. First down and 10, but defense gets a stop.
Is that a hook or a shank? What would you call that?
Well, I don't know.
Either way, smart of them to try to keep it out of Meadows' hands, because you talk about someone who can really make something happen in a short amount of time. That's the guy.
And if you're the Dragons, you got to try and find him somewhere in the pass game, I would think, but he's not even on the field right now. First down and 10 for the Dragons from the 26. Riley in the backfield behind Davis. Here's the snap. Davis, again, going to keep it himself. Cuts back against the grain. And he's going to have about 6 yards, maybe call it 5 yards on first down. 6 yards out to the 32.
Durden checks out and Meadows back in.
Under 6 minutes to play. Dragons trailing by 10. Davis under center. Again, another run, and he's close to a first down out across the 35. Short of the line to gain, though. It's going to bring up a fourth down and less than a yard. I'm sorry, a third down and less than a yard. Call it third and a foot.
Well, you got to get it done here. 5.5 minutes remaining in the game.
Big third down.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're Pittsburgh and you come up short, you're probably going to go for this on fourth down. So it's be a lot better to get it right here, though. 5:15 to play, fourth quarter. Dragons trying to take a chunk out of a 10-point lead. And
he got it.
Davis going to keep it across the 40, across midfield. It's a foot race, 40, 35, 30. Jamarcus Davis going to take it to the house. The Dragons cut the lead to 3 with 5 minutes to play in the ball game, and it ain't over.
What a run. The blocking set up perfectly. Davis able to get outside and just break it wide open.
And to me, that's the difference that he brings to this offense is that ability that you don't know. This guy could bust it loose on you at any time, and he does right there. Gets a little quieter out here.
Yeah. Hold your breath here.
Not quite as festive. Wait on for the point after. The kick is up, and it is good.
Nice.
And the lead is 3. 4:58 to play in the game. Dragons trailing it by 3. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Welcome back to Smithville, Missouri. Dragons punched it in on about a 65-yard run by Jamarcus Davis. And they crawl within 3, 17-14 with 4:58 to play in the game.
I think Warriors are going to have a little bit of an interesting choice here. Assuming this kick goes away, I expected to anyway.
Pittsburgh, we tried a couple of onsides against Paola.
Yeah.
Came close a couple times.
Yeah.
But, man, you really set them up in cherry field position if you don't get it.
Yeah.
And we'll see what the Dragons elect to do here.
And our defense has been holding strong.
Yep, because, it's been some injuries on that Smith Center offense. Kind of slowed them down a little bit. And they've had a hard time finding the punch that they had in that first half. Regular kickoff from Rada high, fielded at about the 10-yard line. And, oh, man, off to the races. Rada tries to make a tackle, but he's a soccer player. And there's finally a touchdown-saving tackle at about the 41-yard line of the Dragons, but a huge return that time for Smithville. And it's been that kind of night for Pittsburgh. You do something good, you turn right around, and something bad happens.
Yeah.
And the kick coverage of special teams in general tonight for the Dragons has been a disappointment. And not good. Give up a huge kick return. Now the defense has really got to dig in its heels. And hopefully, if you're Pittsburgh, ball hawk and try and get a turnover here.
Nice. Yeah.
Haven't forced a lot of turnovers this year on defense, but never say never. Morris with it. Hands off to. No, it's not Clevenger. Who is that? The announcer's going to get it before I do. That was Roski with it back in the game, but you can see he's been slowed a bit. He's not hitting that quite like he was in the first half.
No, definitely not.
He's twisted that ankle or something has happened, and he just doesn't have the confidence cutting off of it, I think, that he had in the first half. And as a guy who's twisted many an ankle, it does slow you down. I twist ankles going downstairs. And then,
you better watch his ladder.
Walking
tonight.
across the living room. Yeah, no doubt. It's treacherous. Morris in the pistol.
Oh.
Fakes the handoff. Now he's going to carry it. He's got a lot of room, man. He's gone.
Oh, no.
He's got a lot of room. He's gone.
Oh.
And no. Touchdown.
Oh.
Smithville. And there was a block in the back or a hold or something.
Big. Landon Profit had a beat on the runner. He was just
You're not going to get that call.
Yanked down by the back.
Yep. Not going to get that call in the open field on the road. And the Dragons give up the big play to Moffitt. And Smith Center gets themselves, or Smithville, gets themselves some breathing room. They're not even running the wishbone. Why do I keep calling them Smith Center? I don't know.
It flows nice.
Yeah. Tip the point after. Kick is up. And it's good. So the Dragons pull within 3 and then give up some big plays. A big kickoff return and a big quarterback scramble. And they're back down by 10. 3:50 to play in the game. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburgh Sports Live. Welcome back to Smithville. Dragons trailing it by 10, 24-14. After a big quarterback scramble by Moffitt. Gosh, what was it, like a 40-yard?
It was huge. Yeah.
Quarterback scramble.
Yeah.
And Dragons had multiple opportunities to bring him down, couldn't get it done. And then a possible hold / block in the back.
No, nothing possible. It was
down the field.
1,000%. It just, I'm just going to say it wasn't seen by anyone it needed to be seen by, apparently. But
well, not everybody has our view.
Well, that's true.
Of the game.
Good point.
Need a rooftop ref. That's what they need. Short kick. Oh, Dragons mishandle it. There's that special teams, and it's back to Smithville and warm up the bus. It wasn't like a line drive knuckling kick. It was just short. And the up back could not field it.
Warriors ball, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These things happen.
That was Max Bush who couldn't handle the kick. And Smithville with it now. 1st and 10 at their own 48 after the Dragon defense got a stop. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Gave up a touchdown. Now Smithville with the ball once again.
There
And
you
you
go.
said it during the break, and Rusky should not be out on the field right now.
No.
I mean, they're up by 10 with 3.5 minutes left. You got another game to play this year, I would assume. And this kid's played a heck of a game tonight.
Yeah, they play the Spoof Hounds next week.
And he's what?
I didn't make it up.
Derailed my trade. What?
They play the Spoof Hounds.
No. That's
yeah,
not.
I believe out of Maryville.
Really? That's the mascot?
They're the Spoof Hounds.
What?
I don't know what a Spoof Hound is.
Yeah, that's just the natural question that follows that. Okay. We're going to
Google that at home, folks, and follow up with us. Let us know.
Text JJ and let him know what a spoof hound is.
Someone did just text me. I bet it. Okay, never mind.
A spoof hound? Well, actually.
Yeah.
3:38 to play in the game. Dragons down by 10. Oof. It's been a rough night for the purple and white here tonight in Smithville. And long drive for this experience. This is kind of a brutal schedule the Dragons have this year. I don't know who put it together, the Marquis de Sade or somebody like that. But
I believe so.
And a lot of travel against a lot of bigger schools. And I don't know. I don't know that playing bigger schools and getting physically kind of beat up every week.
I think the
makes you any better.
Idea behind it is to make you more prepared for the playoffs against these bigger schools, but that's the idea. I didn't say.
The idea, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying what the idea is.
Yep. Morris going to carry that time, but this time only for 2 yards on a design quarterback keep. Clevenger comes out.
Yeah, Atlanta Providence still making some hard hits out there. I know these guys are frustrated. This game's not going exactly the way they planned it.
Well, it's just been the frustrating mistakes that are really Coach Ladd out onto the field yelling at the referee. I'm not sure what he's yelling at there, but he needs to get back on the Dragon sideline. There he goes.
Yeah.
3rd down and about 8 now for Smithville. Snap to Morse. The hand to Rusky. And
well, that's the kind of gang tackling you want to see all night long.
Unless you're Rusky's mom, I mean, let this kid out of the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mrs. Rusky, you need to write a strongly worded letter.
Like, there's no backup for this guy? Like, it just seems unnecessary. But, oh well.
Coach Ladd's still having a word with the white hat.
Yeah, well. Unless it's like, hey, where'd my 10 points go?
Right.
I don't know. 2:46 to play in the game. Dragons trailing by 10, and they had cut it to 3, but then gave up a huge kickoff return, and then about a 40-yard
it was a big one,
scramble from Moffitt for a touchdown, and that allowed Smithville to push the lead back to 10, which is where we are at this moment. The Dragons were trailing 17-14, but no longer. And man, Coach Ladd's doing some vigorous lobbying out there. Is he planning on building a wind farm up here or something? What's he doing?
The Ohio State Buckeye Band made the trip.
I guess after halftime, does the band just get the night off? Is that? I don't even see the band anymore.
Missouri
just packed up their xylophones and went home. 4th down and 6. Set to punt it away is Moffitt. Back to receive, Meadows. Malachi,
they're trying their hardest to avoid.
Yeah, they really don't want to kick him the ball. He's going to let this one go. And
okay,
roll
good.
out of bounds. Oh, boy, but still inside the 10.
Yeah,
that's an excellent punt.
The sigh of excitement maybe was early, but it could have been worse.
And there's a penalty, roughing the kicker against the Dragons. It's a 15-yard penalty, which will give Smithville a first down, keep their offense out on the field.
For good measure.
Yeah, why not a penalty?
Hey, the moon looks nice tonight.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
Yeah. Get that, Matthew. See, there's beautiful things in the world. Zoom in on that. Yeah. See the old man.
Look at that.
They're just walking off a penalty right now.
Well,
There's nothing to see here.
Look at that.
Why y'all look at that?
It doesn't quite have the same.
No, nothing ever comes through as well on camera.
Take our word for it here, folks.
It's majestic.
It is.
It's beautiful. Kind of the shade of a nice ginger ale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or a pumpkin.
Ooh. Just had to one-up me. Moffett in the pistol. Here's the snap.
Still
back, looking to pass. Going to throw far side. Defender's right there.
Oh.
And the catch is made. And they're going to whistle the Dragons for something or another. And I don't know how. You can't really be pass interference if he actually catches the pass. But he got it. And we'll see what the call is against Pittsburg here. Oh, what? Against who? What?
I was going to say, what? Cortland Jones had very good coverage on that. I didn't see anything that was out of bounds or anything. So when the flag went, I was a little surprised. And I think I'm even more surprised that it went against the Warriors now.
That's crazy. Got him climbing over Cortland Jones Jr.'s back, shoving him out of the way. So after the 15-yard penalty, it brings up 1st and 25 for, doesn't really matter, 2.5 minutes left to play. Smithville leading by 10, and it's just a matter of time right now, barring some offensive collapse would be the word, I guess. They're going to send Rusky in motion to the outside. They're going to throw a screen to him on the outside. Missed tackle in the open field. May have been a block in the back out there as Rusky's brought down.
Oh, boy.
And he just doesn't have the burst that he had in the first half, and he's wanting a penalty there, but he's not going to get it. And is there a timeout? Pittsburgh takes a timeout, talk it over, maybe cool some heads out there, so hopefully we don't get any pushing and shoving after the next tackle. 2:08 to play. Dragons trailing it by 10. Into a timeout right now. There's a lot of air travel.
There is.
A lot of air travel.
Oh, what are we buying? Airport? So
Des Moines International near here or something?
The term spoof hound.
Oh, you looked it up.
It is from a 1920s plaster of Paris toy that was a lazy, neutered dog. That is the actual.
What?
I'm not making it. I'm reading it. It's
a fearsome mascot that all people will fear. Hey,
it strikes fear in the heart of your
just
opponents.
The word neutered.
It seemed excessive that they would have to add that, but that's what it is.
That's the So he's got to be neutered.
If you're a spoof hound, you have to be.
That's where the spoof comes from. That's uncomfortable conversation we just had there.
I think how uncomfortable the spoof hound is.
Yeah, wow, yeah. You're not the one who's been spoofed. My owner was great till the day he spoofed me. All right, second down and long for Smithville. Off it in the.
There you go, boys.
It's in the pistol. Dragons do a good job stopping that run. Short gain, now under 2 minutes to play, clock rolling. And Dragons out of timeouts. Smithville, as you might imagine, has all three of theirs. They're unlikely to use a single one, even though you can't take them with you. No. But they're not looking to go anywhere. So
I think with that tackle there, Hinspeter is now leading the team in tackles for tonight. He's had a big game. He really has. He's flying all over the field. He's a really good engine to have out there on that defense.
Yep, you got to have at least one or two guys on the defense, any defense, that just had that motor that never stops.
Yeah.
And Peters got it for the Dragons. Oh, as soon as I said Smithville was not going to use their timeouts, there's one.
Try it with something else.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's
You're not going to hit the Powerball tonight, JJ, no matter what you say. I just think your choice in numbers is insane and unlikely to bring success. How about that?
I like it.
And I'll expect a percentage off of that.
Sure.
It's a beautiful night. Temperature's perfect. We're standing up here in short sleeves on top of a press box. This is the absolute pinnacle of my roof of a press box experiences in broadcasting. It is
the finest roof of press box.
It's all Mother Nature. It's really an act of God that we're thanking here tonight. The beautiful weather, beautiful moon. If you can look at stuff like that and avoid looking at the scoreboard, it's
not a bad
pretty
night.
good night.
Yeah.
See, if you, as a viewer, if you just hold your hand up a little bit in front of your face and block that pesky score bug, we're right in it. So a 3rd and 13 for Smithville from the Dragon 32. Quick hitter to the outside. This is their passing game. Wide receiver screens.
Yeah.
And that time they're able to get it out there and get enough bodies in front of the receiver. And the Dragons get it stopped short of the line to gain. They'll bring up a 4th down at about 2. And Smithville's shown the ability to kick field goals tonight. Let's see what they decide to do here. I mean,
the wind has picked up a bit. So, and you're on the wrong hash, really, with the way the wind's blowing for it to be favorable to you.
They're going to go for this.
Yeah, I think a smart move on their part.
Yeah, and if you turn it over on downs here, it's just like a punt. It's not bad. So here's the snap, fake the pitch, quarterback keep. Dragons are there. They bring him down to 20. I think he's going to be about a yard shy of the line to gain. The Dragons will take over on their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So got a defensive stop, but they got a 1:09, and
it's a little too little, too late.
Yeah, it's not a lot of time to score 10 points unanswered.
Stranger things have happened. Not many.
I just haven't witnessed them.
Right.
Well, actually, I did see the Chiefs score in 13 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
Davis under center. Put a man in motion. Here's another keep by Davis. And he had the pitch man out there.
Yeah, he did.
Just didn't pitch it to Derringer. Derringer had his own area code out there on the outside and didn't get the ball. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Dragons. It's 25. Derringer in motion again. Here comes Davis. There's the pitch to Derringer, trying to turn the corner. There was way more coverage out there this time. And that pitch came super early. It's like he had his mind made up.
Yeah.
I missed the last one. I'm going to pitch this one.
Derringer, I was there, man. I had boom.
Yeah. Come, hell or high water. I'm pitching this one.
Oh.
And it brings up a 3rd down and about 7 for the Dragons. Was there an emergency down there?
No, not an emergency,
okay.
but she did miss a step.
Yeah.
No, she's good.
Shouldn't blow her ACL or anything. Now Davis going to keep it. It has a first down for the Dragons out across 35 to about the 37-yard line. Mark him at 38. And it'll stop the clock with 36 seconds while they move the chains. It is good to see the Dragons move the football, but time just running short. Dragons need to get this ball snap. Time is ticking here. Davis with the snap, rolling near side. Looking to pass, throws back. Screen to Derringer. They got blockers out in front. Derringer's down the sideline and finally forced out at about the 37 of the Warriors. And it's a very different defense that Smithville's playing now compared to what they were playing early in the game. They're just trying to not give up the big play.
More bend, don't break type.
Yeah, bend a lot.
Yeah.
But don't give up 10 points in 30 seconds. Now Davis cuts back, makes a man miss, across the 30 down to the 28. And that's going to be the final play of the game. The Dragons fall by 10 on the road here to the Smithville Warriors. It could have been a lot worse, though.
Yeah.
And they lose this one 24-14. They'll fall to 2-4 on the season. But the good news is back at Hutch Field, I think next week against
the
Chanute.
friendly confines.
Friendly confines against the Chanute Blue Comets. Chanute's had their problems as well this year, but they're always a tough opponent for the Dragons. An old SEK League rivalry there, so we'll have that one for you. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with a very brief post-game show as we're going to try and get wheels up for Southeast Kansas as quick as we can. You're watching Dragon Football on Pittsburg Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at bigironauctions.com. From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburg.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now at BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome back, Smithville, Missouri. Dragons fall 24-14 tonight to the Smithville Warriors. And a game that, when Pittsburgh looks back at it and they go back and watch the film, a lot of self-inflicted errors tonight cost the Dragons. And you don't want to take anything away from the opponent. Smithville is a good team. But Pittsburgh with some really untimely fumbles, some special teams, what's the word I'm looking for? Catastrophes.
Yeah.
And cost them the game tonight.
Yeah.
And got the offense going, but late. And again, it didn't show up until the second half, and that's makes it hard to win football games when you got to do all your scoring in 2 quarters. And Dragons fall by 10 tonight, 24-14 to the Smithville Warriors. Good news is back in action next Friday night in Pittsburgh at the friendly confines of Hutch Field in our very intimate setting in our press box where JJ and I get to know each other like few men have.
Yeah.
But we look forward to bringing that to you. We'll have our Crocan fiber internet in there, good signal. Everything's going to be sweet next week in Pittsburgh when they take on the Chinook Blue Comets. Pregame 6:30 kickoff, 7 o'clock from Hutch Field. We'll have that one for you. And then the following week, Dragons back on the road again. And why go on the road if you can't go at least 2 hours from home?
Right. Well,
so it's like, why even bother?
Topeka is beautiful this time of year.
It is.
City of lights.
If you say so.
Police lights.
Flashing red and blue lights. Yeah. Are those fireworks? No, they're not. Yeah, we're headed for Topeka in a couple weeks, and so you don't have to. You can tune in to Pittsburgh Sports Live and catch the action as Pittsburgh takes on Topeka High from up in Hummer Sports Park in Topeka. And again, pregame 6:30, kickoff 7 o'clock for that one. But next week, back home against the Chinook Blue Comets, an SEK League opponent from days of old. And looking forward to that one. It's always a good game when the Dragons and the Blue Comets lock horns. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll come back for the final time from here in Smithville, put a bow on this one. And yeah, Dragons fall by 10 tonight to the Smithville Warriors, who are watching Pittsburgh Purple Dragon football on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
Well, JJ, let me tell you, it helps when you put the right headset on. Makes everything work way better. Welcome back for one final time to Smithville, Missouri. Dragons fall tonight 24-14 to the Smithville Warriors, but they had some chances at the end to really make a game of it. They cut it to 3. They were trailing 17-14 at one point. But, man, just some special teams miscues gave the Warriors some extra life when they needed it in the fourth quarter. They were able to punch it in for a final touchdown and get back to a double-digit lead, a double-score lead. The Dragons not able to get any closer tonight, but man, you know, coming up here I was worried. I thought, are we heading to another Shawnee Mission South where we're going to get thumped on? And that did not happen tonight. The Dragons came back in the second half, made a game of it, and showed the potential that we've seen all year long. They have the potential to make some big plays and to beat some people. They just haven't been able to put it together on a consistent basis, and tonight kind of the same story. Our own mistakes, mishaps, turnovers, special teams. And come out of here tonight with a 10-point loss. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
And that's if you're a Dragon fan, you take that with you, that this was not a blowout. And the Dragons kept this one close down the stretch on a long road trip. And next week back at home, thank goodness, at Hutchfield. And we'll have that game for you on Pittsburg Sports Live. Kickoff at 7 o'clock against the Chinook Blue Comets. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:30. Be sure to join us for that one, and then the following week on the road in Topeka, Pittsburg versus Topeka High for the final game of the regular season this year for the Dragons. But for J.J. Carlinger and for Matthew Kissel, is that right? Did I just murder your last name? I murdered his last name. Matthew, I did not murder your first name. I murdered your last name. Let's get this right. Jeez, I'm so bad.
I mean, you guys have
I did not. I got
only
it right.
Spent a couple hours on the way up here together.
Yeah, we only spent like 8 hours riding in a car together, but I'm just terrible. But I did get it right, by the way. For the record, for those of you watching at home, that was right. But for Matthew Kissel, I'm Josh Lettner. And for my friend J.J. Carlinger, saying thanks for tuning in tonight. Dragons fall by 10 here in Smithville. Back in action next week at home against Chinook. We'll have that for you here on Pittsburg Sports Live. But thanks for joining us from here in Smithville. That's going to do it for tonight. Dragons drop a 10-point game. Could have been worse. You've been watching Dragon football on Pittsburg Sports Live.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage